What's up everybody, John from Old Reading Farm. Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be building a swarm trap to try to catch some wild bees. Let's get to it. So this swarm trap we're going to make with recycled plywood. That's why it's so grungy looking. It had a veneer, but I used my planer to rip it off. So it's pretty rough, but this is going to be a pretty straightforward thing. Not a whole lot of crazy detail needs to go into it, just needs to work. I was lucky enough that I have a beekeeping mentor, Stan, thank you, who gave me some frames with drawn out comb on it, as it's much easier to attract a swarm that way. It's like a natural attractant. And we're going to try to use just lemongrass oil on these and see what works. So let's get started. These are the two front pieces. They're 18 by 19 and a quarter. So these are the two side pieces, 17 and 3/8 of an inch tall, 7.5 inches wide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this all together. And so basically, this is the bottom. I'm sorry, this is the front or the back, and then this is one of the sides. And so there's a little gap where that's where the frames will hang, and then there's one other like handle piece that goes on here. So I'm just going to put a loose construction of the box together so I can update the measurements, and I'll put it all together and figure it out from there. All right, so I actually had enough wood to make 2 swarm traps. And I figured it was a pain in the butt to strip all this veneer off. I figured we'd try one with the veneer, one without the veneer, and see what happens. It was actually way easier than I thought to build these. It's really just, so there's 2, there's a front and a back. There's a 1-inch hole drilled right here. So the 2 sides are 5/8 shorter than the fronts. And that's so that your frames can sit in there nice and easy. Then there's just these little handles on the outside, boom, the bottom, and the top. It's really pretty straightforward, putting them all together. I'd never done this before, so this was new to me, but found some plans online that I'll link in the description below. And I think they came out pretty well. I was originally gonna set up a 10-frame swarm trap as well, but it turns out I don't have all the materials I need for that, so going with these 2. I was lucky enough to have my mentor, Stan, thank you Stan, gave me 9 frames with drawn out comb. So I'll be able to stick these in the trap. We're gonna add some lemongrass oil and hopefully catch some swarms. It would be really nice to get some more bees, freebies, if you will. We're also part of the Hoover Hives affiliate network, so you'll see a link and a coupon code in the description below. So if you follow that link and you go buy something, you'll get 10% off your order. And again, it's an affiliate plan, so we'll get a very small commission from that, but that'll help us out greatly if you take part of that. And so we have some new hives coming on the way, and so hopefully we can fill them with some free bees. So now we're gonna figure out where we're gonna put them. So I don't have any super long screws or nails, so I'm gonna screw this in on the bottom to give it a little tiny bit of a ledge, and then I'm gonna ratchet strap it to the trees that I'm gonna put them in. So that should be pretty tight, should be fine. We don't get a whole lot of wind around here, and again, the ratchet straps keep it real tight. So it took a little bit of finagling, but she's up there. So that's pretty high. They said, 30 feet, but that's that's high enough up for me. Because I don't want to go up there and then end up with 5 pounds of bees in there and having to worry about pulling them down. Also up on the ladder. I'm not super good at heights. So that the little 2x4 on the bottom just kind of serves as a way to stabilize it, and then I have the ratchet strap real tight up top to keep it from toppling over, and it is secure up there. It's not going anywhere. So I just have one more to do, and then both these swarm traps are up. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Really appreciate it. Please leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Give this video a like, and as always, please subscribe. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.